Good evening, I'm Roger, and this is NFL Trending. Tonight's top story: Cleveland Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski's position on an immediate quarterback change has been confirmed, and at the center of the conversation is rookie sensation Shadur Sanders, who is already drawing a major trade pitch from league insiders. This developing situation has sparked debate across the NFL world, as the Browns weigh consistency at quarterback against the allure of a potential franchise-altering move. Let's break it down. The Cleveland Browns, a team known for its turbulent quarterback history, have once again found themselves in the middle of a heated conversation about the future of their most important position. According to insiders, Kevin Stefanski has made it clear that he is not planning an immediate quarterback change, even with mounting pressure from both the fan base and certain corners of the media. The Browns' current starter has shown flashes of competence, but has also been inconsistent, leaving many to question if Cleveland truly has the right leader under center. But here's where the story takes a dramatic turn. Shedeur Sanders, the rookie quarterback and son of Pro Football Hall of Famer Deion Sanders, has suddenly become the focus of trade discussions. Reports indicate that at least one insider has pitched the idea of the Browns making a move to acquire Sanders, arguing that his leadership, accuracy, and rising star power could redefine the franchise for years to come. Shadur Sanders entered the NFL with heavy expectations, not just because of his famous last name, but because of his performance at the college level. At Colorado, he displayed elite arm strength, poise under pressure, and a level of maturity beyond his years. Scouts praised his ability to read defenses and his accuracy on intermediate throws, skills that have translated early in his NFL career. Already, Sanders has shown he's not just a celebrity quarterback, he's a competitor who wants to win. For the Browns, the question is whether they should ride out their current plan with Stefanski's preferred starter or take a bold swing for a young quarterback who could become the face of their franchise. Stefanski's confirmation that no immediate change is coming suggests that, at least in the short term, the Browns will stay the course. But in the NFL, circumstances can shift quickly. A few bad games, a stalled offense, or rising pressure from ownership could change the equation overnight. Fans in Cleveland are divided. Some argue that stability is exactly what the team needs. After years of constant turnover at quarterback, sticking with the current plan could build chemistry and consistency. Others see Sanders as a generational talent who shouldn't be missed, especially if there's a realistic chance to bring him to Cleveland. Social media is buzzing with takes from both sides, with hashtags like #ShedurToCleveland already trending among Browns fans who are eager for a spark. NFL insiders point out that making a trade for Sanders would not come cheap. Rookie quarterbacks on manageable contracts are among the most valuable assets in the league. To pry him away, the Browns would likely need to give up multiple high draft picks, potentially even a first-rounder, along with key players. That kind of price tag makes any trade difficult, particularly for a team that has invested heavily in building a playoff-caliber roster. Still, the conversation continues because Sanders is more than just another quarterback. He carries the charisma and confidence of his father, Deion, primetime Sanders, while carving out his own identity as a player. Teammates and coaches alike have praised his work ethic, leadership, and ability to handle the spotlight. For a team like Cleveland, which has long been searching for a true franchise quarterback, Sanders represents both hope and opportunity. Meanwhile, Kevin Stefanski remains focused on the present. His message is clear: the Browns will not be distracted by outside noise. In press conferences, Stefanski has emphasized trust in the process, belief in his current quarterback, and commitment to steady improvement. He has also reminded fans that football is a team game, pointing to the Browns' dominant defense and strong running game as keys to success. But the whispers persist. If Cleveland stumbles in the coming weeks, those whispers could turn into roars. pressure is nothing new for Stefanski, who has guided the Browns to playoff contention, but has not yet delivered the sustained success that fans crave. A bold move for Sanders would undoubtedly energize the fan base, but it could also risk destabilizing a locker room that has worked hard to buy into Stefanski's vision. From Sanders' perspective, the idea of a trade may be flattering but also distracting. For a rookie quarterback, stability is critical. Moving franchises so early in his career would be unusual and potentially disruptive. Still, it speaks volumes about his rising stock that teams are already eyeing him as a cornerstone. Sanders has repeatedly said that he wants to focus on football, not off-field speculation, and those close to him insist that his only goal is to prove himself on the field. League-wide, the discussion reflects a broader trend. Teams are always searching for the next great quarterback. With Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and Jalen Hurts setting the standard, franchises without elite quarterbacks feel constant pressure to find one. For the Browns, the fear of being left behind could push them to consider options they might otherwise dismiss. Looking at the bigger picture, there's also the question of timing. The Browns roster is built to win now. With stars on defense like Myles Garrett and playmakers on offense, the window for contention is open. If Stefanski and the front office believe their current quarterback can manage games and avoid mistakes, they may decide that making a blockbuster trade is unnecessary. On the other hand, if they believe Sanders could elevate the team to true Super Bowl contention, then the cost may be justified. Fans across the league are watching closely. For Sanders supporters, the idea of him in a Browns uniform is tantalizing. For Stefanski loyalists, the commitment to stability is reassuring. Either way, the story underscores just how valuable the quarterback position is in today's NFL. As we close tonight's report, here's the bottom line. Kevin Stefanski has confirmed his stance against an immediate quarterback change, but the trade pitch involving Shadur Sanders has opened the door to speculation, excitement, and debate. For now, the Browns remain committed to their current path. But in the NFL, nothing stays the same for long, and the coming weeks could determine whether this story fades or explodes into one of the biggest moves of the season. That's all for tonight's edition of NFL Trending. I'm Roger. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for continued coverage as this quarterback saga unfolds.